When I'm with my crew, this is how we do. I don't know about you. This is how we do.
Hey, this is Mildly Millennial. Welcome, one and all. I'm Scott. This is Ben, and this is our first foray into our thoughts. So, why don't we just get at it, man?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah.
I'm
down.
Yeah, let's do it. So, some of the things we thought of to talk about. The first was the state of pop music, because I think that's something that
We differ on.
millennials have strong feelings about.
Yeah, and even though we're both technically millennials, with me being more of one, not just in age,
Right.
I have very different music opinions than you do.
Definitely.
I'm right though.
Of course.
I am.
So what's your take on the state of pop music? Like, how do you see it going right now? Do you see it going a good direction? What are your thoughts?
I think it's going in a great direction. I think I'm a big fan of the electronic, like generated stuff. I think that's where music really is made. I think that's real music. You can do a lot more with it than just instruments, you know. We got to move on. We got to progress in life and just in technology. I think back in the day when you violins, you know, we don't use those anymore. I can make a violin sound on a computer, same, if not better, you know. So I think the state of pop music today is we're trending up.
What examples would you use of good examples of pop music today?
Oh, good music, good pop music today.
What artists should I be checking out?
I mean, I'm a big JB fan.
JB.
Justin Bieber, you know.
You're the Biebs.
You know, he's making a comeback. He's got his life on track now.
Yep. He's following the Lord now.
I love his tattoos.
Yep.
That's important. I think tattoos make the musician.
Interesting take. Okay.
You know, it's a good take though.
Yeah.
You know, I used to be a Selena Gomez fan. Her music is weird now, in my opinion. There's some people on SoundCloud. You know,
I've heard of SoundCloud. Yeah.
It's like for the up and coming artists.
Right.
That I've been getting down on. You know, there's just a lot of. I take songs today, but then you have people that are really good at like remixing that song and making it more of an electronic kind of sound to it. I'm getting into it.
Okay, so I'm not gonna argue with you on sound as much, because I think that's really a taste thing. Electronic stuff might not be like my favorite sound. I might prefer acoustic instruments.
No. But you're just wrong then.
Okay, that's cool. So like, that's nice. But how do you feel about the lyrical content of today's pop music?
Lyric today is probably we're trending downhill. Everything is drugs, alcohol, sex,
raves.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of good, just normal pop music.
Yeah.
There's this guy though. I've been listening to him this week. His name is NF. I don't know what that stands for. I think it stands for like no feminist. That's my guess.
Okay.
He wouldn't say that he's a Christian rapper. He's one of those people, which there's a whole nother. I think that's dumb. Like, if you're a Christian and you're a rapper, you're a Christian electrical engineer.
Yeah.
Do you make a different because I just don't think it differentiates, you know. And so he's like, I'm a rapper that just happens to be a Christian, right? He's got a good sound, but the problem is, well, it's not really a problem, I guess. Nothing in his lyrics really push me that he's a Christian, but he's also not singing about like drugs and sex and all of that either.
So he's just kind of neutral.
Yeah, it's a good sound, very non-intimidating lyrics, but he's a rap guy. And I know you're not a big rap fan. I'm a big rap fan.
No, I'm not a big rap fan.
But I would recommend his song, is it Don't Let Me Down? Don't Let You Down? I think it's Don't Let You Down.
Okay.
His song, check it out.
Okay.
It's your homework.
I'll check it out.
Right? Check it out. It's got a good chorus to it. Yeah, but I would say as a general, like secular pop music, downhill lyrically.
See, I'm going to take it a step further. Even I think it's almost worse on the Christian side
Really?
because if you turn on the popular Christian radio station,
Come on, call it out, K-Love.
K-Love,
We're
and,
gonna-
we're in Kansas City, so we got 88.5.
What
That's
is-
a thing.
What are they?
I don't remember what they're called.
Oh,
Doesn't matter. Regardless,
I don't remember.
used to be KLJC in the old days.
KLGC, the vibe?
No,
No.
it's not the vibe. I think it's the chicken or something like that.
No.
But you listen to those songs, they play like the same 7 songs
Yeah.
from the last 10 years.
There's a lot less Christian artists.
There are less Christian artists. They are also all making trash.
You think they're making
Um,
trash?
Lyrically, I think most of it's garbage. Almost worse. I think it's almost worse than the secular world because they're actually like supposed to be making Christian music with Christian lyrics,
I got
and
you.
it's almost indistinguishable. Like it's just a bunch of
I feel you.
love songs that I could sing my wife, and
Okay. I feel you.
it's no different.
I mean, it's interesting though, because I went to a Skillet concert
Yeah.
recently.
oh yeah, Skillet.
Not a huge fan of that type of music, but I enjoyed myself. It was a good time, and I would agree with you though. The lyrics might not like pop off
Hmm.
like the screen to you, but their messages between songs are pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Would you say that they're like pop music?
No, they're like rock.
They're a little more alternative sounds.
Yeah, but they had like Britt Nicole.
Yeah.
She was there.
Regrettably, I do.
She was there. No, she didn't really fit in. Let me tell you.
That's a weird combo.
Yeah, it was not my favorite of her because it's not her sound.
Not at all.
But she tried it.
No. I
Unsuccessful.
think her sound is an abomination, to be honest with you.
You don't like it?
No.
Okay,
no,
okay.
Don't care for it.
Okay.
I'm not just like, I'm not a.
You just seem like you don't like music.
No, I love music.
What's your type of music?
I struggle with pop music because I grew up playing instruments, love instruments.
Oh yeah, you played the trumpet,
I
right?
played trumpet all through
All right.
school. I played guitar and drums. I prefer music that was, something that someone played on an instrument.
You're like a
Insane.
Gaither guy, though.
Love the Gaithers.
Oh.
Oh man,
No.
all day. I couldn't name a
You're
song that
so
they've ever sang, but I
old.
think they're fantastic.
You're like the Temptations.
Really, I like anything that I can annoy people with.
I feel you.
Yeah, so
I
like
got- I
Sandy Patty totally annoys everyone because it's really awful, but I love it because it's so corny and cheesy.
Okay.
I can sit down and listen to that and just get a real good giggle.
I giggle at old like Disney Channel, or not Disney Channel, Disney like movie soundtracks like Hercules. You're in the car, we're listening to Hercules.
Oh man,
Just annoy people, but I love it. Or Tarzan, You'll Be in My Heart.
oh man,
It takes me back to my childhood.
oh man.
What do you think about like musical music?
Like musicals?
Yeah. You a fan?
I actually have a couple. So like, have you ever seen Newsies?
Oh, I've heard of it, haven't seen it.
Newsies is probably my favorite of the musicals.
Oh man,
I haven't seen a lot of them.
I've
but
never seen a musical.
That's one of the
You've
ones
seen
that I like, and it has a couple songs on there that I think are really cool.
it. Interesting.
Have you seen West Side Story?
I've not. I'm not a
Um,
big music. I'm not a big like theater arts kind of guy.
Got a couple songs in there that I think are cool.
I do know the soundtrack pretty well of the Book of Mormon. the
Oh,
musical.
very nice.
Yeah. I used to annoy people with those too. I believe. Yes, All American Prophet. I can almost sing that to you.
So when the Mormons come by your house, do you sit down with them and start singing that? Show them the
I pull out
musical?
my laptop and we perform.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
God's favorite prophet was All American.
Oh,
the blonde-eyed,
Joey
blue-
Smith.
or the blonde-haired, blue-eyed voice of God.
Dude, was he blonde haired?
I don't think so, but in the song he is. he's
so
He's
good.
an American. We're going to go back to biblical times, 1852.
There you go.
There
you go.
I don't know that that's the exact date in the song, but it sounded right.
that.
So,
I can buy that.
but you know,
I can buy that.
I think music is so cool though. I used to hate music.
Yeah.
Hate it. It was never a big part of my life. You know, I did sports. Never was the one with the earbuds in, the headphones on,
Mhm.
getting pumped up. It was more of like just focus. Now, man, I put my phone in a bag. I know my phone is waterproof. I got the iPhone 7 Plus. No, it's waterproof, not steam proof though.
No. Ooh.
So you got to put it in a bag.
Yeah.
And I listen to music every time I shower, which is three times a day, 2 to 3 times a day I shower, and I
Wow.
listen to music every single time.
So what were you like as a kid then?
It was just batting cages, infield drills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just never.
So what would someone have said if you were in high school and one of your classmates, I came up to them and said, "Hey, what's Ben like? How would you describe him?" What would they have said?
Weird, 100% weird. You know, I had a friend. It's funny. I had long hair back in the day, and a friend told me that it looked like I put a mop just on my head, because that's what it was.
I actually do remember that.
I didn't talk much, and back in the day, I was really small, so I was like less confident. You know, I'm almost 6 foot now. I was about 4 foot then, and so I just never talked much. I did try to play football. That didn't turn out well. Tackle football, like 5'2", like 80 pounds. Didn't turn out well. Starting B team safety, that I might
There
add.
you go.
You know,
Wow.
but baseball was my game.
Baseball.
So.
Yes.
You know, I was a smart kid in school, but I never did music. People would ask, you know, there's trivia's like, oh, what's the popular? I had no idea what any popular song was. I just didn't listen to it.
Well, you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, man, NSYNC was my jam though back then.
Oh,
Like
no,
we would listen to that on car rides.
No, we're going.
Britney Spears.
This is a bad direction.
No, this is a great direction. I still jam
No.
the Backstreet Boys.
No.
Boys to Men.
Oh dear.
Yes.
TLC.
No, see, I never got into
Destiny's Child.
Yes.
Oh man.
I remember, fun fact, they had a song, Soldier.
Yeah. Yep.
I was jamming to it on the CD player, right? My grandpa, he'll be 91? He'll be 90 this year, or next February. He hears the rap part in Soldier, and he's like, Ben, we don't listen to that music in my house.
Mm.
Never listen to that song again. He's scared.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was a big, like, I mean, I listened to music then, but like then I just kind of grew out of it, and I just never was a big fan. Like Joe, my brother always listened to music. My sister loved music. I just was never a music fan. I never did band or anything like that. And now I love music. All
Yeah.
kinds, just not country. We agree on that, right? Country is bad.
Definitely. Country makes me actually like physically ill.
Yeah. Now, see, I can't say that because I do like some country music. Toby Keith.
Oh my stars. Okay.
Like that song about Mexico.
I struggle.
I like it.
I struggle with country because every single song is about alcohol,
Okay. Women.
driving a truck with a woman in the driver or the passenger seat, and generally that truck ends up getting stuck in the mud down by the river, and there's a lot of inappropriate touching that happens and kissing and things like that.
There's not a lot of curse words though.
Not a lot of curse words. That's cool.
Just
I'm cool with that.
innuendos.
A lot of innuendos. A lot of.
Have you heard she thinks my tractor's sexy?
I've heard that.
Big green tractor.
The Lord has spared me from having to hear a lot of that.
Okay.
Those are the two big topics. I mean, good luck finding a song that doesn't deal with those things.
See, like going back to that.
Plus, a lot of the stuff today isn't even like country. It's just like it's
kinda
like a really bad version of rock.
or like pop.
Yeah,
Like
it's poppy.
Taylor Swift back in
She's
the
not
day.
country. She's not
No,
at all country.
her country songs were phenomenal.
I actually almost respected her then because she was at least writing.
Now she's
Songs.
just using her relationships.
Yeah, at least it seemed like she was writing from the heart back then, and she actually like played a guitar with it, and like at least she was trying to do something respectable. Now I think she is putting out abominations.
Where do you think she would be in her career if her first boyfriend, they all like worked out and got married?
She'd be working at the Waffle House
Okay.
in Oklahoma, and
So you think her bad relationships has led to her career?
definitely,
Okay.
yeah, she's got some sort of boyfriend-sized hole in her heart, and she can't get past it,
Okay, I feel you.
and it is driving her soul.
But see, I used to listen to there's this guy named Jason Derulo. He used to be really good. Now a lot of his songs are real, yeah,
Shady.
shady, to say the least. I used to take his songs into my music appreciation classes as my musical choice of the day. But
See, I didn't grow up listening to any of that stuff. No pop, no country, no rap.
what did you listen to? Gaithers? Please.
I was a Gaither guy.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's actually totally false.
Okay,
So
good.
just to save you from that, I was a. This will surprise a lot of people. I was actually kind of a punk rocker,
Ooh.
super into the punk rock, super into the ska.
See, I still don't know what ska is.
Ska is fantastic. Have you heard of the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones?
No, I'm not.
Have you heard of like Less Than Jake?
Nope.
Five Iron Frenzy.
Nope. I've heard of corn.
I haven't heard that name since I was in high school.
Kansas.
They actually had some good songs, but
What
they're
about-
from like the 70s.
What about Twisted Sister? Is that ska?
No, but that's as far. No, ska's a unique kind of music because it pretty much. So the bands that I listened to,
Iron Maiden?
they weren't straight ska. It was
Okay.
it was more like they would take
How do you spell that?
SKA.
Oh, not S-K-A-W?
So pure ska is reggae,
Ooh.
reggae guitar, and then you add horns to it. It's like trumpet,
Okay.
saxophone, trombone.
I do like reggae every now
And
and
so that's pure ska, but the bands I was listening to, like Five Iron Frenzy,
then. Mm-hmm.
Less Than Jake, Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, they would throw like punk rock in there.
Okay.
So it was kind of like a fast, heavy,
Reggae song.
but with kind of like fast reggae guitar thrown in there, and then a lot of horns. It was just really, really melodic, really interesting. I played trumpet, so I was really into that.
Okay.
Um,
I feel.
and for whatever reason, the punk sound, like the fast beat, the fast drums, the heavy guitar, like it just rang true with me. I don't know what it was, but
Interesting.
kind of that rebellious, like punk spirit of teenage angst and sadness and loneliness. And
Right.
oh, I'm so sad.
Man, my rebellion came when I heard a Kanye West song.
Oh,
Gold Digger was the first like rap song that I ever heard.
Hmm.
Well, and I actually think it's a Jamie Foxx song that Kanye features in. But
You know what the first rap song I ever heard was?
what?
That I remember? It was Welcome to Miami by, what's his name? Oh dear. The guy that was in iRobot.
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
He's a Scientologist now.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's really sad.
I think his son Jaden is also gender fluid as well. From what I understand, he might have fixed that now, but who knows?
Interesting.
About Jaden Smith, this is about pop culture, right? I
Mhm.
watched this show called Impractical Jokers.
Oh dear.
And so one of the punishments, Joe, one of the guys on there, picked the tattoos for the three guys.
Mm-hmm.
And they put Jaden Smith right on Sal's thigh. A portrait of Jaden Smith right on his thigh. And so he has to have Jaden Smith right on his thigh for the rest of his life.
Wow.
He better not go to prison.
Wow. No. Well, he better not go to prison anyway.
That's
Prison's
true.
not for the faint of heart.
No.
Unless your name's Bubba.
That's probably the girliest sneezes in my life. Oh,
Pardon me while I daintily sneeze. So, hard transition.
Yep.
Let's move into a different subject. I
Okay.
think we've exhausted the pop
The
music,
music,
for now.
yeah.
So there's a lot of interesting stuff going on in the world of college athletics right now.
Not
we're-
a lot with Mizzou, which is good.
No, we're happy about that. So we're from Kansas City. We're Mizzou guys. My dad's a Mizzou grad.
Hate Kansas.
I have a University of Missouri system degree myself, so
I'll be there soon.
you'll be there soon. It's a great school.
Don't believe everything you hear online.
No, don't believe everything. Don't believe anything.
Yeah.
Don't believe anything we say, frankly.
No. Believe it.
But college athletics, it's a fun time of year because this is late fall. All these coaches are getting the axe. They're all getting their heads lopped off.
Man, that Arkansas coach.
Dude, Brett Bielema didn't even get off the field.
Didn't even get off the field and got
He
fired.
lost to Missouri, which is cardinal sin. We've been horrible all year.
No, we've been coming back.
Well, we did. But, I mean, they had higher expectations for that
100%.
team than to lose to Missouri at the end of the year.
And put up that many points. We put up
Yeah.
so many points.
Yeah,
on them.
it was bad. So, I mean, he didn't even make it off the field and he got cut.
And he didn't even do anything like against the NCAA.
No, he was clean. Ran a clean
He
program.
just didn't win.
Just didn't win.
And he couldn't even get the respect. Of
Same
getting
thing
off
with
the
like
field.
Texas A&M, Kevin Sumlin.
Well, I don't like him.
Why not?
I think it's the whole Johnny Manziel thing. Just never been a fan.
That was like his first year.
I know, just never a fan. I just
Well,
don't like Texas
I didn't
A&M.
like Johnny football either. All
I don't like Texas A&M.
Sorry, Brett.
I do want Johnny. You want to come back and play for the Chiefs a little bit? I'm down.
Anything but Alex.
At this point, but yeah, college.
College.
Jimbo
sports.
Fisher might leave Florida State to come to Texas A&M.
That would be crazy.
Stupid, in my
It
opinion,
would
to
be
do
stupid,
that.
yeah. He's
Then
got
you-
a sweet deal.
Then you got that
Tallahassee.
guy in Tennessee
Butch Jones got fired. That's the
after
single.
the Mizzou game.
So Missouri killed like 4 coaches this year.
Way to go, Drew Lock.
But I think Tennessee is the most entertaining thing I have seen in years. I mean, it's hysterical.
Yeah.
Pretty
That's
much.
weird.
So, like, it's just amazing to see an athletic director walk into a situation where he has a chance to hire someone good. Really important hire for the school. Actually,
Yeah.
they've had Tennessee used to, when I was growing up, Tennessee was awesome. They had Peyton Manning. They were winning national titles. And then they went through a stretch where they were still good, but they weren't great. And then the last 10 years, they've really fallen off, and they've struggled
This year was
terribly.
probably their worst. Weren't they? They had
It's-
never lost 8 games, right?
They've never
I
gone.
think-
They've never been shut out in the SEC play before. That's the
Yeah,
first
but
time
then I
ever.
also think that they were one of the programs that have never lost 8 games in a year, and they did that this year.
No, they really struggled this year, and it's tough because the SEC is a tough conference to win in.
Yep.
They're having to. I mean, the East isn't great, but they're still facing some good teams, and. But I mean, this AD, it's his chance to hire someone good, and what does he do? Like, he strikes out on everybody, and the first guy we find out that he actually is going to hire,
the kids protest.
it wasn't just the kids. It was like everyone that's ever been involved with the University of Tennessee, anyone who's ever lived in or heard of the University of Tennessee, they just like freaked out.
Don't know.
Crazy freak out.
I disagree.
They had
With it.
they had congressmen from Tennessee tweeting the school to say don't do this.
This is so dumb, though, because
It's incredible.
Greg Schiano was involved with the Penn State thing.
It was.
He was on the coaching staff.
He was on coaching staff.
Don't know the involvement.
Nope.
No legally, nothing's ever
Nothing
been.
been proven.
He's coached in the NFL since.
He resurrected a terrible Rutgers program.
Yeah. Then he went to the NFL, correct?
Yep.
Now he's been with Ohio State,
Yep. They've been good.
and they've been good. They made the playoffs.
Yep.
As their defensive coordinator.
Mhm.
Then he gets the shaft by Tennessee.
Yeah, he gets
And
hired.
the snowflakes.
He got hired.
Yeah, those
It wasn't-
social justice warriors just ruined this guy's job.
It wasn't like he was just casually chatting with Tennessee.
No,
like,
he got
hey, I'm
hired.
interested. It was like, hey, I'm signing a document. We're going
Then
here.
the school announced that they were going to have a press conference last Sunday night.
And it gets leaked out that it's him.
Then protest and everything just comes on them.
Yep.
And then they back out.
Yeah,
And this guy probably loses his job.
Probably.
I don't know if he loses his job at Ohio State. Definitely probably not going to be retained after his contract because he's already kind of shown that he
No.
wants out.
Yep.
It's wrong.
I just think it's an interesting precedent. I mean,
How long is this Penn State thing? If he has done nothing wrong, he's being crucified for just being on the coaching staff.
imagine if this had happened before Missouri hired Kim Anderson.
Ooh.
Could you imagine what? No. Imagine if this
We should have
happened.
done it with Kim Anderson.
Imagine if this had happened before Missouri hired Frank Haith.
Yeah, because Frank Haith had a
Could
lot of
you-
baggage.
Could you imagine the Twitter explosion that would have happened?
Man.
Because
Oh,
no one
because-
had even heard of him. I still remember the moment I found out about him.
He came from Miami.
He had been in Miami. He had been horrible in Miami. And, like, I'm taking a nice shower in the morning. I'm relaxing, getting ready for the day. And I hop out of the shower. I knew that Missouri was looking for a coach. I was in
Because Mike Anderson left.
that whole thing. I was checking internet every day, all day, trying to figure out what was going on. I was checking out Tiger Board and everything. And no one had even heard of Frank Haith. He was not on the radar. And then I get out of the shower in the morning, and I've got a text from my cousin saying, "We just hired Frank Haith." And I'll never forget, I opened up my phone, and I'm like,
I'm waiting for 2020. It'll be Kanye,
Kanye versus...
Donald.
I don't think it'll be Donald.
It's a win-win.
I think there's a 100% chance he gets impeached by then.
Impeached for what?
I think he will probably have some sort of allegation against him, like what we've been seeing.
Like a Bill Clinton type-esque thing?
That's my prediction. I think that's what's going to happen.
Are you sitting on intel? You have a source? You have a source? Interesting. But then Mike Pence, Mike Pence is my guy. I love him. Love him to death. Classy dude.
Classy.
But, all right.
Yeah. I don't have anything else. Just,
No.
it's a nice chat.
Yeah.
Nice chit chat for the people.
Get one out in the next, what? You thinking like 2 weeks?
Couple weeks.
Wait, because I have 20 days today.
Oh, wow.
So we'll have like one more before I have to.
more surgery.
Yeah, before I have hip surgery.
Wow.
Oh, so that flag football thing, it'll be 11 days before surgery. I think it's worth it.
I think so. You can't hurt it any more than it is.
You see, that's what the therapist was saying.
Yeah.
You can't, my physical therapist, I don't see a therapist. Just to clarify.
Your psych was telling you.
No, because I've torn my labrum completely in half. So I can't tear it more. Stitch that bad boy up. The only thing I guess is the labrum helps keep your hip from dislocating and help keep it in the socket.
Yeah.
So I theoretically could dislocate my hip. But then just push it back in, you know?
That's what I would do. I would do it personally.
Thanks, man. You know, I'll get back out there in the player too.
Exactly.
So yeah.
I just want to see you cry on the field. That's what I
Man.
want.
Remember when I did this is my Chili Bowl reenacted. I never wanted Chili Bowl, always wanted to. Remember, we were told we could wear cleats.
Yeah.
So I wore my baseball spikes, my metal baseball
I
spikes.
recall that. Yeah.
And then I was told like 30 minutes prior that would not be allowed.
I recall that also.
I had my dress shoes on to church. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure my mom would really appreciate my dress shoes being played. Because it had snowed that day. Like, it was
Yeah.
muddy. So I ended up wearing baseball spikes. And I almost cleated a kid because I got my legs taken
Yeah.
out and I got
Yeah.
flipped.
Those were good days.
Those were fun.
days.
I didn't win, though. Man,
Yeah.
I think we'll win, though. Young adults I don't know. The youth kids have to be smoking something. I think we use this. You know how we wanted to do a baseball team?
Oh, yeah. Softball.
This is our,
This is tryout.
yes, this is our tryout. I know it's
Yes.
different sport. We find the athletes.
Yes, I'm totally on board with that.
Okay. But we don't tell the kids that.
No.
Because we don't want to see them like outperform. Like,
Does that mean we can't air this before?
no, we can air it.
Just don't tell anyone that's up.
You know, it's a wink wink type of thing. You know? If
Hey,
anybody,
parents, don't tell the kids.
if anybody comes up to us and asks to be, this, because I found out you can't just send a mass email of, hey, you want to join the softball team. You get a lot of non-athletic responses back that
Yeah.
says, yes, I want to join. And then how do you say no to a kid on a church softball team? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how do you say that?
It's like everyone with asthma is something like, I want to play softball. I can't even walk, but I want to play softball.
No, I feel so. I won't be able to play probably. I'll be coaching.
Yeah, you'll be coach.
Yeah, but I think we use it as a tryout.
Yeah.
But I will die if we start losing. Watch out for your ACLs. I'm coming for them. Achilles hunting. I'm coming. So, but no. So I think our next video will probably be after that. So we'll
Yeah.
have to give an update.
Let people know our loyal listeners,
Yep.
loyal followers.
We'll still think of a name for you.
We like you guys.
Yeah.
You're cool.
But-
We're looking forward to having lots of money because you
Ad revenue, you know.
ad revenue, yachts.
We should make a Patreon.
It's a Patreon.
It's where people like say, "Hey, I'll donate $5 a month or $5 a video that you guys make," and so then, but it's all meant to go back to making it a better video. So like, we can
You're-
get a better camera or better like audio.
Okay. I
And
like
so
that.
they're saying, you know what, I like what you guys are doing. I want to help donate. But then there's perks. Like, we'll give them our Twitter accounts or something, or we'll send them like a handwritten thank you note if they donate so much money a
Yeah.
month.
Dude, we need to start a Twitter for
Mildly
Millennial.
Millennial, yeah.
Mildly
We
Millennial
do.
Twitter account.
We need to get our logo.
It'll need the blue check at some point.
It will. Do we end when it has the blue check, or do we have to have the blue check?
I think we all need the blue check.
All three, I feel. B Bush 94. Selfless plug.
What's mine? I don't even remember.
I've never been able to pronounce yours. It's like the G-O-T-I.
Oh, it's the Goaty Hook.
Yeah, what is that?
Goaty Hook. Okay, this goes back to the music thing. They were one of the punk bands I listened to growing up.
Okay.
And their name is unique because it's spelled G-H-O-T-I.
Yes.
Hook. And so it actually can be phonetically pronounced fish hook. You know, like the word rough,
Oh,
like
yeah.
GH equals F sound.
Okay.
There's
Fish hook.
phonetics you can do to make those sound
I always thought it was
fish.
something about ghost.
Everyone else, yeah, because the band pronounced it goaty, even though it really kind of meant fish. Kind of
Interesting.
confusing and weird, which is pretty much my whole life, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Like if you had asked any of my friends from elementary all the way through high school, they would have definitely said confusing and weird.
Was
That-
you?
That's me.
I just thought about this. It's November 30th.
Mhm.
Last day of No Shave November, right? It's embarrassing to me. This is about 10 days. But people have to think this took me about 30 days.
I thought
That's
it,
so
I thought it
embarrassing
was
to me.
months. I
No.
thought it was months.
This is 10 days worth. It's so embarrassing.
It's a lot, dude. You should be happy. That's way better than it was like 5 years ago.
I know, but to think that
You looked homeless 5 years ago trying to do that. It was horrible.
remembering you,
regrettably,
mustache.
regrettably, I remember.
Yeah, my mustache was not good.
Yeah.
I do have like the reverse Hitler thing
Oof.
going on though. I don't grow anything here. It's weird.
Yeah, let's be careful with the Hitler thing.
Reverse.
Reverse Hitler.
I love Jews.
I believe you.
I wanted to get the Israeli flag iMac. or
We've talked
MacBook
about that.
case.
Yeah, that's true.
I love them.
Star David.
I don't
Yay,
do
Jews.
Christmas. I do Hanukkah.
See, you're a Hanukkah guy. I'm a
I am.
Kwanzaa guy myself.
Is that an African thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Boxing Day, super cool.
Canada Day.
I like Canada Day.
I hate Canada. It's like the little sister of the United States.
You can get milk in a bag there.
That's pretty cool.
We don't have Mounties.
We should try that. That should be one of our videos.
Ooh, milk in
Who
a
can
bag.
down the most milk in a bag
Me easily.
without throwing up?
Still me easily, I think.
Okay. I drink a lot of milk.
I will always win the food challenges.
Even like the umeboshi plum. You think you can down more umeboshi plums than I can? You like sour?
Maybe.
I'll eat 5 of those chips at once.
I value myself too much to do that.
So I'll win.
No. I think you value yourself enough to
Yeah, I
not
wouldn't do
kill
that.
yourself.
No, man, I would die. But, all right.
Alright, we're going to sign off.
Yeah, we'll talk to you guys next time.
Thanks for tuning in and being cool peoples and for buying us lots of stuff in the future.
G wagons.
Mildly Millennial
Yep. And we'll see.
episode
One.
1.1 kind of.
Yeah, we did a trial
1 point-
run.
Yeah, 1 point something.
Yep. Cool.
Signing out. Scott and Ben. See you later.
Dope.